What it is, my Tenno, Peace and Grease here, and long time no see. So basically, I wanted to make a quick video, a really short video today, talking about some of the new additions to Warframe, and bring everybody kind of up to speed on the channel. Basically, this is really a busy time of year for gaming. We had E3 just the previous week, and now we've got TennoCon coming in just about a week and a half. TennoCon's going to hit us. So a lot going on right now. And of course, because there was nothing going on really new in Warframe at the time, I took a short hiatus from Warframe for a while to kind of avoid that dreaded burnout. So I'm back, got a little bit of catch up to do. I'm not that far behind, thankfully, but I do have a slight amount of catch up, a little tomato ketchup to do. Suffice it to say, I wanted to make this video, kind of point you guys in the right direction of what you should be looking out for. So we do have a new Warframe, and that is Wisp. Those of you that are eagle-eyed viewers out there probably are noticing, Peace, where's your Wisp? You don't have your Wisp. No, I don't. I'm actually lacking one part still. I got to run the old Ropalalis a few more times to get the last piece that I need. And the last piece that I need is actually just the chassis. So I actually have the systems built, ready to rock, the neuroptics built, ready to rock. The only thing I'm lacking is the chassis. That's it. So that's the last piece I need. I'm going to have to run the old Ropalalis. But I've kind of been taking a break from that because we have the Interim Nightwave in place. Now, I'm sure many of you guys and gals are going to have the same stance about this Nightwave when you first saw it as I did. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, wow, I'm really disappointed with this new Nightwave. But this is not the new Nightwave. This is the Interim Nightwave. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is that this is just a temporary Nightwave to fill in the gap between the Wolf of Saturn 6, which was the previous Nightwave, and the upcoming new Nightwave. Now, as I already said, this is a very busy time in gaming with E3 and TennoCon. Right now, Digital Extremes is extremely busy. They have a lot. They are cooking. They have a lot of pans right now in the oven. And as a result, they just kind of released this Interim Nightwave to fill in the gap so that we're not just sitting here stranded with no alert system whatsoever. With all those things said, this is just temporary. So don't be too disappointed with the rewards. When I first saw this, I was kind of like, yeah, we got a new color palette. Yeah, you know, we got robotic slots, which, who cares, right? A piddly 2,000 Indo, a piddly 10,000 Kuba. So at first when I saw this, I was like, oh, this sucks, man. This is a horrible Nightwave. But as I said, this is just an interim. This is just temporarily filling the slot of an actual Nightwave. So don't worry about it. Just get what you can get from this. Run this as long as you can and get as far as you can and get all the rewards. And wait for the new Nightwave to hit us, since this is just a temporary or an interim Nightwave. As I said, we do have some new weapons as well. We have the new Sine X, which is the secondary that came with Wisp, and we have the X. Now you can find these in the dojo. So these will be in your energy lab in your clan dojos. So you will have the X and you will have the Sine X. Now you will have to research the Sine X first, because this is a requirement before you can actually research the X. All right, so those came with Wisp. On top of this, we also have the Fullman, which my Fullman is cooking right now. And we also have two new event weapons, one of which is the Galaxian Vandal, and the other is the Spectra Vandal. Now, you're probably asking the question, which is, Peace, are these weapons worth getting? And short answer, no. Listen, I those of you that know me at all know that I have really kind of been playing around with the Galaxian for quite a long time and sunk way too much forma into it. I've got 5 forma in it. Have got a ribbon with a tasty little roll. Not a god roll, but it's a tasty roll nonetheless. I've got damage, heat, and status chance. Heat making my Galaxian proc blast, and of course my status is easily 100%, even without a bunch of dual stat mods. Of course I do have them all. And I do need to actually change this around because I do want to change a couple different mods through here. But needless to say, as much as I like the Galaxian, I was really kind of disappointed with the Galaxian Vandal. I really wanted it to be more. Now, trust me, most of you that are looking at this are going to say, Peace, you don't even have a build. You're right, I don't. I'm actually just playing through this and actually going to sink just a buttload of forma into it, probably 5 or 6 forma into it, just to see if it's actually worth getting. As it stands right now, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, you never know until you actually get the build done. I'll probably get halfway through it before I know that whether this is going to work or not. The Spectra Vandal is slightly better than the standard Spectra version, but to be honest with you, I can't wait to get rid of this thing. I'm not a fan of it. Suffice it to say, if you like it, you do you. Me, I can't stand it. So at this point, you're probably thinking, Peace, so you're telling me they're both Garbo? Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not really impressed with either one thus far. And you may be wondering where you get these, and you're actually going to get these from the Hostile Mergers Endurance. Okay, this is an event. So you have, oh wow, you only have an hour left. So hopefully you guys and gals already got these, because once this is gone, this is gone. Be advised, this was buggy for me. Me and my friends, a bunch of my friends and clanmates, we actually ran this the first time. We got through it, no problem. And we ended up with a score of like 4,200, somewhere around there. And it bugged out. And so the rest of my squad actually got that 4,200, the 4,200 points. And for some reason, I stopped getting points. At about 3,500-ish or somewhere around that range, it just stopped giving me points. And when we extracted, all of my teammates, no joke, they all were awarded the correct points of around 4,200 and were awarded the Galaxian Vandal. I was not. Now, I did fill out a support ticket. Sadly, DE was inundated, I guess, with support tickets with the whole Jovian Concord and everything else going on, and they weren't able to get to me. I was concerned that they wouldn't be able to help me with this particular bug, this problem. So thankfully, my friends and clans, as awesome as they are, they hooked me up and ran it all over with me again so that I could finally successfully complete this and get my Galaxian Vandal. But suffice it to say, if you suffered from a bug, yeah, I'm right there with you. I had to go through it as well. Next, we had the Operation Hostile Mergers, the regular one, and in this case, you get the Hostile Mergers emblem, Hostile Merger sigil, and then finally an Aura Forma. Those of you wondering, Peace, did you put that on your Nidus? Yeah, damn right I put that on my Nidus. Next, we have Plague Star going on, which, yeah, who gives two shits about Plague Star? No, all joking aside, Plague Star is okay if you need pre-built Forma. It's awesome for racking up a butt-ton and a half of Forma, as well as if you need any of the Plague Star Zal parts. And let me tell you, the Plague Kiwar and the Plague Kripith are awesome frickin' Zal. So if you're wondering, Peace, what Zal should I build? That's the one you're going to want to build. Don't get me wrong, the Sepfan Zal is good. It really is great. It's probably one of my... it's right in there with my Plague Zals as far as... equality goes, how much I use them and like them. But the Plague Zaws are fantastic. So pre-built Forma, Zal parts, the Plague Star Zal parts, yeah, that would be good to run if you need them. We also have Thermia Fractures going on. If you really give a damn, yep, that's going on again. Other than that, look at this alert. This looks like the Star Wars crawl. I literally am expecting a Star Wars music right about now. I mean, look at this. It looks like a damn... It looks literally like the Star Wars crawl. That is redonkulous. All right, but anyway, with all that said, I do want to point out that you hopefully this weekend did grab your Ignis Tosun Skin. If you're a fan of the Ignis, and if you're a fan of the Tosun Skin, well, hopefully you were managed to actually grab it. I thought I had already got this at one point. I don't recall, I do have a, let's see. I do have the Tosun Skin, obviously. Obviously the coloration's all wrong on this because I was running this Solstice skin on there. But suffice it to say, if you like the Ignis, and I know there are tons of you guys and gals out there that love the Ignis, if you do, by all means grab that Tosun Skin. Hopefully you did, because obviously the weekend's over. It is Monday morning, so hopefully you managed to actually acquire that from the Gift of the Lotus alert. What else? The Fullman. I've heard great things about the Fullman and the Comerex. I'm still in the process of leveling those. So as of this moment, I can't comment on the Sine X. The Sine X seems to be a decent secondary. The problem, I would say, with the Sine X is, will it replace my Catch Moon? Probably not, but would the Sine X work to replace some of my other secondaries that I don't normally use? And the answer is yeah, it could well do that, but it's going to require some forma, and so I want to reserve judgment on that until I get, you know, an adequate amount of forma into the Comerex, the Sine X. I will add an addendum video if the Galaxian Vandal turns out to be very good once I start dumping some forma into it with my ribbon. So I'll have to let you know on that. I can tell you that as far as that is something I wanted to touch on briefly as well. If you are wondering, Peace, how did you go through and get your endurance for the hostile mergers done? The answer is we used a Nova. Gotta love Nova. And we used, and believe it or not, a lot of people are going to be surprised by this, but true story. We used a, oh, I just blanked on her name. The cat lady. Wow, I just completely blanked on her name. Oh wow, I can't believe I literally just Cora. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. Cora. But yes, so we used a Cora. Now I'm sure many of you are like, well, Cora? Yeah, because what we did was the Cora was great crowd control. Any enemies that came within the area were caught up in the net, and her strangled them, and then we just focused on the amalgams. Speaking of which, there are some new Amalgam Mods for some of the more unloved, unused weapons. And I am lacking a couple still. Need to continue to run the old shake and bake, the old chicken to get the last couple that I need. But there is an Amalgam Mod for the Javelok, the Furax, the Ripkas. Let's see. So yeah, and there's also one for the Daiku and the Argonac. I'd be interested potentially in the one in the Argonac. It's not really that bad of a primary. I may be interested in checking it out. The Furax, yeah, not too interested in that. It's a fist weapon, so the range is always limited on that. Javelok, it's okay. You know, the Ripkas, they're all right as well. The Daiku, a lot of people adore the Daiku. And the Argonac, yeah, it's okay. So yeah, some new Amalgam Mods to keep your eyes peeled for, as well as some new mods, the Proto Mods and some others to keep your eyes peeled for, as well as you're killing enemies. And that to top that off, we need to talk about the Gas City rework. So all of your missions on Jupiter now have been reworked. Contrary to popular belief, DE was wanting to remove the elevator on a lot of these missions. But the elevators are still present, so I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I don't have a problem with them. But the Gas City rework looks fantastic. It really does look great. So I got to commend DE on the work they did there. If you're wondering how you got to the Europolis, you had to actually go through and go through Ganymede, which was a new point to get to the shake and bake, the fried chicken here, Europolis. But suffice it to say, there are some new mods, and there is a new resource. And the new resource is Hexanon. And you're going to be needing quite a bit of this Hexanon, believe it or not. Because you're going to need Hexanon to build Wisp. You're going to need Hexanon to build the Sine X, the Comerex, the Fullman. Yeah, you're going to need Hexanon to build all of those things. So Luckily, you don't have to just run the mergers to actually get those. Thankfully, you can actually run any of the missions on Jupiter. And as you kill Amalgam enemies, you have the chance to get Hexanon, which you're going to need to build all of these new weapons and frame. With that said, Resource Booster, again, gotta recommend it. They are fantastic at allowing you to rack up those resources, particularly when it's in the case of a new resource like Hexanon. So, with all those things said, I think that just about sums up everything. I will be getting back to normal here. I'll probably be doing some level grinding to level up some of these new weapons as well as some of these new frames. Maybe take you guys through the old Ropalalis, the old shake and bake fried chicken. But with all of those things said, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you for all of you guys and gals giving me the support and showing me much, much love. I think we're up to just over 200 subs at this point. Blowing me the hell away. Dude, I cannot be just more floored and just more awestruck right now. You guys, gals, you frickin' rock my world. You do. But with all that said, let me know in the comment section what kind of rewards, what type of giveaway you want me to do. Again, I'm kind of racking my brain. Do you guys just want plat? Do you guys want some type of a prime frame, some type of a prime weapon? Do you want, what do you want? Let me know, because I want some pointers. Give me some suggestions in the comments section so that I can start planning the next giveaway, because I think I said in my last video, 300 subs, I'm doing another giveaway. So we're not that far. We're not that far away. And like I said, thank you very much for all the, I had to do a Captain Marvel thing. Anyway, I want to thank you, all joking aside, I want to thank you guys and gals for all the support, man. And let me know in the comment section what you want, because I want to give back to you. But anyway, until next time, peace and grace.